Welcome to Info 470. Just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about this class and some of the unique features of the class. So here's what you need to know about Info 470. First, this is a unique course. Probably the most unique course you're ever going to take, either as an undergraduate or even as a graduate student. Because this course allows you, actually it requires you, to start your own online business and to run it. So, unlike just about every other course you're likely to take, there's a chance that at the end of this course you can have a business that's actually making money. You may actually make enough money to pay back your tuition dollars. Hopefully. Now, I don't guarantee that you're going to make any money, but in the past students have done it, so it's entirely possible that you will also. And that's one of my goals for you. Now, in order to make money, we're going to need to spend some money. So I wanted to just be upfront with you about this. You're going to need to spend about $60 to $75 at a minimum. Some of you will spend more because you'll find that what you're doing is profitable and you're able to take some of those profits and put them back into your business. But plan to spend at least $60 to $75, maybe a little bit more, on this course. Now, there is no textbook for the course. The average textbook that most professors would use for this type of course runs about $120 to $135. So you're making out a little bit better by taking that money and putting it into your own business, actually taking half of that money, putting it into your own business. Let me point out that this expenditure is not optional. It's not optional. So if you feel like you can't spend the money, if you don't have a credit card to spend the money on, because you're going to need a credit card to sign up for some things, or if you're not comfortable with giving your credit card number online, you should drop this course immediately. This is an intense course because there's something due about every 2 weeks. We don't have any time to waste. We want to get up and running as quickly as possible. Can't start making money until we figure out what it is we're going to do and then get our website up and running. And we also want to do some search engine optimization. Don't worry if you don't know what that is. It's going to be explained in the class. But all of these things take a little bit of time. So it is fairly intense with something due about every 2 weeks or so. For one or two of the things that are a little bit more complicated, I give you an extra week. So plan ahead. You can go through the syllabus by clicking on the big button below, and you can see exactly when all the due dates are and when the assignments are. You are able to work ahead a little bit, so if you do need to plan ahead, if you have some other commitments or obligations, you should be able to plan to work ahead on some of these things. Please note that these deadlines are very strict, and you will receive a grade of 0 for missing a deadline. We cannot wait for everybody to get to the same place. We've got to move forward, so it's very important that things are done on time. Now, having said all that, I don't want to make it sound like it's not going to be a fun experience, because it usually is a lot of fun and very rewarding. It could be rewarding financially, but it'll also be rewarding in that you will be learning some invaluable skills that right now are very hot in the job market. So once you have these skills, you should be able to go out, even if your business is not profitable, you should be able to go out and find either a full-time job, or if you're still in school, you're not going to be graduating yet, you should be able to find part-time gigs concerning some of the things that we're going to talk about here. So I think you'll find it very rewarding one way or the other, and it's certainly rewarding from a knowledge standpoint. Now let me just talk for 1 minute about your grade, because people are concerned about their grade and they feel like maybe their grade is based on how profitable their business is or is going to be. Let me assure you that this is not the case at all. In the past, I've had some students with very profitable businesses who did not do all the work required, and they received a lousy grade. Of course, they argued that they had a profitable business, and I said, that's great, but you didn't do all the other things that you were supposed to do. So profitability does not play into this at all. What does count towards your grade, it's based on learning and achievement. In terms of learning, you're going to be required to do some analysis. I want you to, for example, analyze what you may have done right and what you may have done wrong in certain situations. It's that analysis that I'm going to grade you on. Also, in terms of accomplishing certain tasks. For example, you're going to need to put up a website. Now, don't worry if you're not technical, because what we're going to do is we're going to use a blogging platform, which I think is fairly easy for most people to use and get their website up and running. So that would be an example of a task. You accomplish the task, you get the grade. There's some other tasks like that as we go through the semester. So again, don't worry if your business is not profitable. In the past, I've had people with completely unprofitable businesses receive an A in the class, and vice versa. So what I'd like you to do now is go ahead and click on the button below to get started. Go through the syllabus and make sure you understand it. Also, we're going to have a webinar to kick off the semester, so make sure that you sign up for that. You'll be receiving an email on that shortly. Thanks.